Good morning students, this is class 12th maths lecture 7th of chapter 7th. So we will discuss the questions of exercise 7.3. Question first is integral of sine square 2x plus 5 into dx. So as you know this formula that sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Therefore this is equal to 1 minus cos 2. Here the x is. Complete this 2x plus 5 upon 2. Now take out this 1 by 2 from the integral. So you will get integral of 1 minus integral of cos 4x plus 10. Right? Now 1 by 2 as it is, integral of 1 will be x minus 1 by 2. Integral of cos 4x plus 10 will be sine 4x plus 10 upon 4. Because 4 is multiplied with the x, right? Plus c. So this will be equal to x by 2 minus sine 4x plus 10 upon 8 plus c. Now question number second is integral of sine 3x into cos 4x. So first of all multiply and divide the integral with 2. Now apply the identity of 2 sine a cos b, which is sine a plus b plus sine a minus b into dx. Now this will be 1 by 2 sine 7x minus integral of sine x. Why? Because sine 3x minus 4x will be sine minus x, and sine minus x is minus sine x, right? Now 1 by 2, this integral will be minus cos 7x upon 7 minus 1 by 2. Integral of sin x will be minus cos x plus c. So solve this, you will get minus 1 by 14 cos 7x minus minus plus cos x by 2 plus c. Now question number 4th is integral of sine cube 2x plus 1. So this can be written as, okay, I have told you up to here that this integral can be written as 1 minus cos square 2x plus 1 into sine 2x plus 1, because this is nothing but sine square 2x plus 1. Now let this cos 2x plus 1 as t. So you will get the derivative of cos 2x plus 1 as minus sine 2x plus 1 into derivative of the angle equal to dt upon dx. Now minus sine 2x plus 1 as it is, and derivative of this will be 2. Also take this dx this side equal to dt. Therefore this integral will now become 1 minus t square, and in place of sine 2x plus 1 into dx, dt upon minus 2 will come. So this is equal to minus 1 by 2, integral of 1 is t minus integral of t square is t cube upon 3 plus c. Now this will be minus 1 by 2 into t, and in place of t writing this cos 2x plus 1 plus 1 by 6 in place of t cube cos cube 2x plus 1 plus c. Question 6th is integral of sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x into dx. So we will apply the identity of 2 sin a sin b in this. So first of all I have taken these two terms sin 2x into sin 3x, which is equal to 1 by 2 into cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. Now cos 2x minus 3x will be cos of minus x, but cos of minus x is cos x only, minus this will be cos 5x upon 2. Now multiply this sin 2x into sin 3x with sin x, because sin x here is in the question. So this will become 1 by 2 sin x into cos x minus sin x into cos 5x, right? So the integral will now become 1 by 2 integral of sin x into cos x minus integral of sin x into cos 5x. Now see, for this integral, let sin x as t, then cos x into dx will be dt. So this integral will now become integral of t into dt. Integral of t is t square by 2 plus c, and in place of t again put this sin x. So you will get sin square x upon 2 plus c. Now we will solve this integral. For this integral, substitution is not possible because angle is different. Here we have substituted because angles are same. Now in this we will apply the identity of 2 sin a cos b, right? So this is equal to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, where a is x and b is 5x upon 2. Now taking 1 by 2 outside from the integral, you will get integral of sin 6x. Now this will be sin minus 4x, and sin minus 4x is minus sin 4x. Now solve the integral, so you will get 1 by 2 integral of sin 6x will be minus cos 6x upon 6, minus as it is integral of sin 4x will be minus cos 4x upon 4 plus c. So take out minus common from the integral, you will get cos 6x upon 12 minus, because we have taken this minus outside, so this minus will remain minus only, cos 4x upon 8 plus c. So the integral of sin x into sin 2x into sin 3x will be, now see, this is equal to 1 by 2 into integral of this minus integral of this. We have find the integral of this as sin x whole square by 2. So keeping this 1 by 2 as it is, value of the first integral is sin square x by 2, and because it is given minus here, so this minus and minus will become now plus. So the integral of the second integral has this value, cos 6x upon 12 minus cos 4x upon 8 plus c. Clear? Now question number 8 is integral of 1 minus cos x upon 1 plus cos x into dx. So as you know, cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. Now see, here we have this 1 plus cos x and 1 minus cos x. So we will find the value of these. Now 1 plus cos 2x will be 2 cos square x. Because 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x, we want to find the value of 1 plus cos x. So half the angle of this, so this will become x, right? So 2 cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 plus cos x, which we wanted. Similarly, we will find the value of 1 minus cos x. So you know 2 sin square x is 1 minus cos 2x. Therefore 2 sin square x by 2 will be 1 minus cos x, right? Now put these values in place of these. So 1 minus cos x will be 2 sin square x by 2, and 1 plus cos x will be 2 cos square x by 2. Now cancel out this 2, you will get 10 square x by 2. Now you know that 10 square x is secant square x minus 1. Here the angle is x by 2, so here it will be x by 2 only, right? Now you know the integrals of both of these. So integral of secant square x by 2 will be 10x by 2 upon 1 by 2. We will divide 10x by 2 with 1 by 2 because x is multiplied with 1 by 2 here, right? Minus integral of 1 is x plus c. So this will become 2 10x by 2 minus x plus c. Now see, in question number 9, integral of cos x upon 1 plus cos x into dx is given. Now you know 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2. Also here it is cos x, and we know the identity of cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x. Therefore cos x will be cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. Why we are doing this? Because we have written this 1 plus cos x in the terms of 2 cos square x by 2. So the angle here is x by 2, therefore changing the angle of cos x also in x by 2, right? Now divide both these terms in the numerator with this denominator. So 1 by 2 taken outside, cos square x by 2 upon cos square x by 2 is 1 minus sin square x by 2 upon cos square x by 2 is tan square x by 2. Now you know the integral of 1 also, and of tan square x by 2 we just did in this above question, right? So you have to complete this question now by yourself. Now in question number 11th you have to find the integral of cos 2x raised to the power 4 into dx. Now see, cos 2x has power 4. We can write this as equal to cos square 2x whole square. Now you know cos square 2x is equal to 1 plus cos 4x upon 2 whole square, right? Why we are writing this as this? Because we know the integral of 1 and of cos 4x, but here it is square of this. So integral of this is equal to square of 1 by 2 will be 1 by 4 taken outside from the integral, and in the integral you will get 1 plus cos 4x whole square. Now open this square first. So square of 1 will be 1, of this will be cos square 4x plus 2 cos 4x into dx. Now you know the integral of 1, also you know the integral of this cos 4x, but we don't know the integral of cos square 4x. So again writing cos square 4x as 1 plus cos 8x upon 2, right? Now you can solve this integral by yourself. Now next is question number 13th, which is integral of cos 2x minus cos 2 alpha upon cos x minus cos alpha into dx. So see, in the denominator we have cos x and cos x minus cos alpha. So we will try to make the same in the numerator. Now cos 2x can be written as 2 cos square x minus 1 minus cos 2 alpha can be written as 2 cos square alpha minus 1. I have just used the identity, right? Now you will get 2 cos square x minus 1 minus 2 cos square alpha plus 1 upon cos x minus cos alpha. Now see, this 1 will get cancelled. So you will get 2 cos square x minus 2 cos square alpha, also taking 2 common from both of these terms. So you will get cos square x minus cos square alpha upon cos x minus cos alpha. Now you can easily see in the denominator it is cos x minus cos alpha, and in the numerator it is cos square x minus cos square alpha. And cos square x minus cos square alpha can be written as cos x minus cos alpha into cos x plus cos alpha. Now cut this, so you will get 2 integral of cos x plus cos alpha into dx. Now this can be written as 2 into integral of cos x plus cos alpha outside from the integral. Why? Because we are integrating this function with respect to x. So the variable of the integration is x. Therefore cos alpha will be treated as constant, right? Therefore cos alpha taken outside from the integral. So you will get 1 into dx. Now 2 integral of cos x is sin x plus 2 cos alpha. Integral of 1 is x plus c. Clear? Now question number 14th is integral of cos x minus sin x upon 1 plus sin 2x into dx. Now see, in the numerator we have cos x minus sin x. So we will try to make such term in the denominator such that the derivative of that will be equal to the numerator. So for this 1 plus sin 2x can be written as, so cos square x plus sin square x is 1, right? And sin 2x you know is 2 sin x cos x. Because sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x into cos x, therefore we have written this one as cos square x plus sin square x. Now this is a square plus b square plus 2ab, which is the identity of a plus b whole square. and here a is cos x, b is sin x, right? Now in place of 1 plus sin 2x in the denominator, we can write this cos x plus sin x whole square. Now if you will take this as equal to t, you will get the derivative of cos x is minus sin x and the derivative of sin x is plus cos x. So this is nothing but the numerator only, right? So the integral becomes integral of, in place of cos x plus sin x whole square, t square will come, and in place of cos x minus sin x into dx, dt. Now this is equal to integral of t raised to the power minus 2, which is equal to t raised to the power minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1 upon minus 1 plus c. So minus t raised to the power minus 1 is 1 by t. Therefore 1 by t is cos x plus sin x plus c. Now question number 16th is integral of 10x raised to the power 4 into dx. Now see, we will write this 10x raised to the power 4 as 10 square x whole square, that is 10 square x into 10 square x. Now keeping 1 10 square x as it is, this 10 square x can be written as secant square x minus 1. Now multiply secant square x into 10 square x minus 10 square x. So this integral will now become integral of secant square x into 10 square x minus 10 square x into dx. Now this is equal to integral of secant square x into 10 square x minus integral of 10 square x. Now see, to solve this integral, it includes 10x and also it includes secant square x. And we know if we'll take 10x as t, then the derivative of 10x is secant square x, which is present in the integrand. Therefore secant square dx is equal to dt after differentiating both the sides, and therefore we will take 10x as t for this integral. So you will get integral of t square in place of 10 square x, and secant square x dx is dt, minus, because we do not know the integral of 10 square x, therefore again writing this as secant square x minus 1. Now we know the integral of secant square x also and of 1 also. So integral of t square will be t cube by 3. This minus as it is, integral of secant square x is 10x minus integral of 1 is x plus c. In place of t again writing this 10x only. So you will get 10 cube x upon 3 minus 10x, and this minus minus will become plus x plus c. So your homework is you have to do question 8 to 17th of exercise 7.3. Okay, thank you.